Hello everyone, Vickerstown Videos here. Today I'm doing a review of the Thomas Push-Along Rainbow engines. I decided to get these in the 3-pack because it actually worked out cheaper than buying these engines individually. So maybe this is a marketing thing that Mattel are doing to try to sell these engines. Maybe they're struggling to sell them, maybe they just want to make them look as good as possible. Who knows? But I'm very interested to see what they look like out of the box. Here's the front of the engines, and here's the back. Here they are out of the box, and I want to take a good look at these, so I'll show you them now individually. Here's Thomas, and I have to say I do actually like this Thomas, and I'll tell you why. They didn't put in every single colour of the rainbow on this Thomas, or at least not on his side tanks or whatever, to make it very obvious. Because if they did, I think that would have been over the top and it might have made him look a bit too weird. I like how they just put in a certain amount of colours and just use them to their best ability. It's simple, yet it's different, and that's what I really like about this Thomas, and that translates to the other two characters in this set as well. And we actually have his name at the bottom as well, which is really nice. It's something that's really good so that young kids can tell which character is which if they haven't quite learned all their names yet. And let's take a look at Toby. And Toby is nice also, he really is nice. I think there are maybe too many colours on his roof. I think they could have maybe brought that down to about 3 or 4 colours. And I personally would have preferred it that instead of stripes, they kind of faded into the next colour. One colour faded into the next. I think that would have been a little bit nicer than the stripes, but that's just personal opinion. That's not necessarily something wrong with this engine, it's just what I would prefer. I'm sure many people out there like the stripes. I do like the kind of paint splatters along the side of them, and I love his wheels, so they're different colours as well. And the name on the bottom, I really like that as well. I think it's very important. One thing I noticed as well was that Toby was much heavier than the other two characters in this set. Don't know why that is, maybe it's just his design, I'm not sure. Now, moving on to Harold. And Harold looks really good, I have to say. I do like that kind of turquoise for his propellers and his landing feet or something or whatever they're called. And I do like his name as well on the side and those stripes going along the side. I do think they're nice, even though there are a lot of colours, they're done in little amounts, which makes them look good. I think problems start to arise when toy companies kind of go all out and they go over the top. They put in too many colours and it looks ridiculous, in my opinion. I think if things are just done in small quantities, it's fine. Everything in moderation looks perfect. He doesn't have his name underneath, however, a little bit disappointed about that, but I wouldn't stress about it, to be honest. But one thing I do like is that his windows are actually clear. You can actually see through them, which is really, really nice. It kind of reminds me of the take-along Harold from back in the day. Really nice details there. Okay, what do I think of these engines? Would I recommend them? Well, it depends what kind of Thomas engines you're after. For me, personally, I like them. Because they're different, but not too different. These engines only have a few colour changes on them. They haven't actually changed the look and overall shape and design of these characters. And I think that's something that's very, very important. I do think that as long as the characters stay nearly the same in terms of their shape and everything, you can really play around with them as much as you want because people can still recognize them. And it's that recognition of the characters that's really, really important. It's what us fans like, and it's also what children like because they like to be able to recognize the characters, and they're the ones that get bought. I see loads of characters now, and it's mainly the international engines, I'm going to be honest here, that are still sitting on the shelf for years now in toy shops, whereas characters like Thomas, Gordon, James, they're all selling. because kids can recognize them. They can't recognize the international engines because they're still fairly new into the franchise. So I think since Mattel kept these characters in the same shape and they don't look too different, they will work, and therefore I recommend them. And that's my review of the Thomas Push-Along Rainbow engines. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.